Design build or traditional? Choose the wrong one, and your house project could bleed money or get stuck halfway. These are the two most common methods in Philippine construction, but most homeowners don't fully understand the pros and cons until it's too late. What is traditional? In a traditional setup, you hire an architect or designer first, then bid the plans out to contractors, so you get separate contracts, separate responsibilities. This gives you more options when it comes to hiring. Say your architect finishes the design, then bids out the electrical works. After reviewing the plans, you can still change the materials or even the design itself before construction starts. You also have more control over your contractors. Sounds like more control, but also more management and more delays if they don't work well together. What is design build? With design build, one company handles both design and construction. The benefit here is faster timelines and better coordination since one company is handling everything, but less flexibility. You're trusting one group to deliver everything. The downside is that mistakes are harder to fix. If the architect builder makes a mistake in the drawings, you'll only realize it during construction, and you'll have to pay for rework. So, which one is cheaper? Design build might appear more expensive up front but avoids delays, design errors, and variation costs. Traditional may be cheaper on paper, until you hit change orders and Suppose your architect finishes the design in a traditional setup, but the drawings have errors, so the contractor has to redo some works. This will delay your project by 3 months and cost you $150K in lost payments. That's $50K a month for 3 months. Or suppose your design build contractor finishes the project 5 weeks earlier than expected. You'll save $60,000 in labor because they work faster and finish earlier. Which one is riskier? Well, with design build, there's one point of failure. The design build contractor. If they fail, the whole project fails with them. With traditional, the contractor can blame the designer for the wrong drawings or the owner for changing the scope. The designer can blame the contractor for not following the plans. It just depends on who's at fault. What's better? Well, that depends on how much time you can manage and how well you document everything. If you have the time, energy, and expertise to manage a traditional build, go for it. You'll probably save more money. Just be prepared for longer timelines, more headaches, and more risks. If you want to save time and money, choose a good design build contractor and trust them to do what they do best. We created a full decision-making guide to help you choose between design build and traditional. Download the PDF below to learn more about the pros and cons of each method. I'm a licensed architect and real estate developer. I've been building houses and helping clients make more profit in real estate since 2014. Subscribe for more free real estate and housing tips. Okay, so coming up with a construction budget is hard. Here's why most people fail at it and how you can avoid their mistakes. First, the biggest mistake when budgeting for construction is setting a square meter rate. It's easy to say, hey, we'll just spend 2,500 pesos per square meter for construction. But this won't work for several reasons. 2,500 pesos per square meter is cheaper than the current market rate. So either you won't find anyone to build for you at that rate, or they'll cut corners and use materials that are below your standards. The second reason is that it encourages overbuilding. Once you set a square meter rate, your architect or contractor will automatically increase the size of every room in the plans, all for the same price. But this can easily add up to hundreds of thousands of pesos in extra costs. Instead, use a detailed bill of materials. This way, you know exactly how much every material will cost, how many pieces you need, and whether or not there are cheaper alternatives. And of course, you can still estimate a total construction cost, but this is more accurate because it's based on actual, itemized costs. I'll leave a link to our free BOK template in the description below. What's next? To make sure that you're also on track with your payments, here's how to create a construction payment schedule.